For over 2 decades, Shanks has been the most untouchable mystery in One Piece. The red-haired Yonko, the man who inspired Luffy, the man who stood fearless before Whitebeard. Yet, the truth may not be what we think. What if Shanks isn't the noble hero the world admires? What if he's the mastermind pulling the strings from the shadows? Tonight, we dive deep into the dark truth about Shanks and why he may be One Piece's final player. Let's start with the Shanks we all know, the smiling pirate who lost an arm to save a boy. The man who placed the straw hat, Roger's hat, onto Luffy's head and said, "Return it to me when you've become a great pirate." From that moment on, Shanks became the symbol of courage, loyalty, and sacrifice. But here's the first crack in the image. Shanks has appeared fewer than a dozen times in over 1,000 episodes, and yet, every single time he shows up, the balance of the entire world shifts. Is that really the mark of a simple mentor, or of a man controlling the stage? Now let's look closer. In the Reverie arc, Shanks walks into the holy land of Mary Joar, the seat of the celestial dragons, a place where pirates have no business. And yet, he meets directly with the 5 elders, the Gorosei. Not as a prisoner, not as a threat, but as an equal. Why? Why does a Yonko have the ear of the most powerful rulers in the world? Then there's his rise to Yonko status. Unlike Kaido, Big Mom, or Blackbeard, Shanks doesn't control territories, doesn't run a vast empire of fear. His crew is small, his flag less widespread, and yet, he is feared as one of the 4 emperors. What exactly gave him this power? Connections? Manipulation? Or something even darker? One theory dominates the fandom. Shanks is secretly a celestial dragon. Think about it. He has unmatched access to the Gorosei. He rose to Yonko status with no massive territory. His calm demeanor, unlike the brutality of most pirates, feels more aristocratic, almost noble. Then there's God Valley, the infamous battle where Rocks was destroyed, where Garp and Roger stood against the world's most dangerous crew. Many believe Shanks himself is connected to that event, possibly even born there, hidden away by fate. Another theory, Shanks has been manipulating Luffy since day one. Why give a boy the hat of Goldie Roger, the hat that symbolizes the Pirate King's will? Why bet everything on a child from East Blue? Was it destiny? Or a carefully calculated move to guide the next Joy Boy into place? Oda himself has hinted, Shanks will play a major role in the Final Saga, and the foreshadowing is everywhere. Shanks' red hair, a color tied to power, danger, and fate. His missing eye. His arrival always at moments of global importance, stopping Kaido from reaching Marineford, clashing with Whitebeard, and meeting the Gorosei. Every time Shanks appears, history bends. Every time he acts, the world shifts. Is that luck or design? What if Shanks is not the balancing force, but the hidden hand directing the great chessboard of the world? Picture this. The final war begins. The Straw Hats rise against the world government. Blackbeard moves to seize everything. And then, Shanks steps forward. Not as Luffy's ally, not as the heroic mentor, but as the mastermind who orchestrated it all. The betrayal would shatter Luffy and the entire fanbase. But narratively, it makes perfect sense. Shanks as the final villain, the secret architect of balance, the one who has quietly held the world together while preparing his own endgame. Is Shanks the true savior of the world, or its hidden emperor? The mystery of Shanks is no accident. Oda has kept him in the shadows for over 20 years, and the truth is still waiting to be revealed. When the One Piece story finally ends, we may discover that the man we trusted most was the one pulling the strings all along. But what do you think? Is Shanks the hero we believe, or the ultimate mastermind?